attendees. Hi, Nancy, Perker and Tommy. We usually get a lot more on the Facebook. So what we'll do, guys, is right on the top of the hour. So, all right, we've just gone live and we're recording. Welcome, everybody. Right on time, look at that. We're getting used to this, just roll in 2 minutes before we start. So what we're going to talk about tonight, guys, is the first steps when you get started in our business. So, hang on, that's, I'm going to have to scroll back a bit. My apologies, guys. I started in the wrong spot. There we go. Now we might be. So, first steps in your MLCI business. Okay, before we go further, I'm actually a president with the new group. That's us receiving, myself and my partner receiving the plaque from Andre. An international speaker, actually spoke in India as well. I'm a private investor, both inside and outside of this company. I'm a full-time online marketer and networker, but I never used to be. I used to be a civil engineer. I worked 10 to 12 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week, depending on the project. You know the one, 5:30 in the morning, alarm goes off, press sleep once for 9 minutes, roll out of the bed, through the shower, kettle toast in, get dressed, toast and coffee out the door by 5:49, or I'd catch the traffic. So that's where I've come from, guys. And look, it felt like they owned me. All right. So we soon learnt to resent the fact that of the amount of time that we actually spent there. So that's where we've come from, guys. Obviously, I'm an Australian with my accent. That's not a knife. And I live in the Philippines by choice, and I have done for a few years now. So I'm also a cryptocurrency enthusiast and a global investment co-owner, investment portfolio co-owner. So had a pretty wild ride in 2019, guys, because I had a bit of a head start on the crypto unit program, like you've got a head start on 2020 right now. Okay, so been pretty massive, and look, the same opportunities there for you. Look, we've been to Malaysia, London, India, it's been a pretty wild ride. Australia and the Philippines, obviously. So that's what's on offer for you guys. Now, what business are we in? All right, the multi-level crowd investing business. All right. We sell financial literacy education, all right? It's us versus the system, in effect, all right? Because we're teaching the stuff that they intentionally don't teach you at school. How to make money, how to multiply it, how to create wealth, and how to keep it, all right? Just a few things that would come in handy. And we are really helping people escape from the system. All right, now what do I mean by the system? This is school. It starts in kindergarten, the brainwashing. Go to school, get a good education, get a good job, and work hard. All right, that's the system. The banks and governments and the people in power, that's their scam to get you to work all of your life and put all your blood, sweat, and tears, all your wealth in their pockets, only to retire on less than what you can't live on anyway. They basically take it, guys. So we need to educate ourselves to escape that. To do it, becoming a professional investor is absolutely the way to go. But how do you get there? All right, financial literacy education. All right, so once you get there, you'll have freedom and choices. All right. So what are the key ingredients of TNG New, our company? Okay, there is 3 pillars, basically: education, co-ownership, which is becoming part owners of the global investment portfolio that we've got our hands on here. Very, very exciting. and the business side of it. All right, so let's have a quick look at this. Education is paramount, but that might not be abundantly clear to you when you first join. Most people get involved because the co-ownership looks totally cool. All right, with all of our different investments within the portfolio. All right, you've got the gold mines, the innovative transport, you've got diamond production, we've got restaurant chains, you name it, we've got it in there, guys. All right, our own banking system, and that looks really cool and sexy. But as you go along, the education becomes more and more apparent, right? And the business side, guys, once you embrace all three, right, now the business side is where the multi-level or the network marketing side kicks in, all right? So we have the business model where we sell education. As a bonus, you get co-ownership, and if you share it, you get bonus tokens and cash rewards, all right? This, guys, is how I went from head and hands broke and depressed January last year to freedom of choices today, all right? Went from, I think I was a consultant or a manager back then with a pretty dormant team, and yeah, moved all the way up to, so that's, there you go, guys. Now, they want us to show you how to set up. Now, this is pretty standardized stuff, but we'll go through the steps. First and foremost, whenever somebody joins, you need them to click the cooperation button and agree to become a partner. It just makes everything cleaner. It gives them a referral link so that they can refer other people into the system. Right, then the next step is to update your profile. Make sure your address is correct. Update your ID. Okay, make sure it's all in the right format, and then go ahead and verify your account. Make sure your profile mirrors the same details as your account, and upload your documents. All right. The next step, obviously, is to load your wallet. All right, determine or predetermine what you want to buy, which package you want to buy, and then put that amount of money in your wallet. All right, then obviously go ahead and purchase your package. Now there are videos out there. I've got one or two myself explaining what education packages are available and the kind of bonuses that you might expect, like the amount of co-ownership that you might expect when you purchase the packages. Okay, and obviously access your education, guys. Watch it. Learn it, use it, implement it. All right, now, as education goes, we are in the throes of launching something called the Marathon 260. This is hands down the best education you'll get. Well, I don't know, ever up until now. We may well have better ones, but it starts in a couple of weeks' time. You can purchase it now. It's going to be 8 months solid of training from Andre, the Presidential Council. We have special guest trainers coming in as well. It will be hands down the information that you need to go from zero to a 6-figure income. And in 8 months, guys, I went from a dead team to president. You can too, all right, with this training. All right, there's 2 or 3 things you're going to need. I don't know which yet, because first you need to get your mindset right. You need to flick that little negative man off your shoulder that I've never recruited before, I've never built a team before, all that, get rid of it. I am a leader. All right? Everyone wants to join my team. All right, people reach out to me every day. It's here, guys. Speak it into existence. If you can visualize yourself and bring that emotion back, the mind it can't tell the difference between a memory of an actual event and something you visualized. How cool is that? So if you visualize yourself often with the emotion of being a leader and sponsoring everyone that talks to you, your mind will believe it. All right, go there and bring that emotion back. Right, now on that, I broke off into a little bit of personal development, but I love it. So if you, I'll give my site as a reference, obviously andrew12tree.com/new start. There is 15 videos down on how to join, how to register, how to verify your account, how to verify miners, how to load your wallet with cryptocurrency, how to load it with a bank transfer, everything. Okay, so use that as a resource if you wish. All right, there are no links on it, so that's why I've set it up for people to be able to use it. All right, heading forward. All right, let's have a look at the new pillars of new. This is what we've got, guys. We've got 3 pillars of the MLCI business, or multi-level crowd investing business. Okay, your network is your #1 asset, guys, and oh my God, isn't it? Sorry, people are saying chats there. If you just at the end, we'll do the Q&A after. Now, Andre maintains this, guys. Now, once you get a network that's active and growing with duplication within it, it is the most exciting thing ever, and I wish this upon everyone. All right, how would you like to go to bed one night and then wake up the next day and your team be 200 people? You know, get 200 people more in your team than you had last night. All right, along with all the commissions that suit. Right, it's way yonder exciting. Because here's the thing, guys, every new stage in a rollout, all right, stage 1, all right, phase 1, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage all the way to 8, you get another payday, as well as all the people joining during the month, right? When we release new products, right, you guys would be seeing the commissions flow in from the Marathon 260 in a rush right now. I know I am, all right, very, very exciting. Now, what is that training going to do within your team? If you've got multiple team members running hard at the Marathon 260, your team is going to explode. Right, so what do you need in place, guys? You need to define your dream. You need to know what you want. All right. If you don't know where you're going, when you sit in a car, start the engine, put it in the first gear, where are you going? You need to know that. All right. Start out with achievable, like have your big dreams, the houses, the boats and all that, but bring it back to something you know you can do and you can break it down. All right. If you say, you know, I'm going to earn $100,000 a month next month, your brain will go, nah. And you'll find ways and excuses not to do the work you need to do to get on the path to the 100 grand a month. All right. Set a goal. All right. I want to earn $1,000 this month, or I want to earn $5,000 this month, something that you can believe. Right. I would go the smaller one, to be honest. And I try and knock it over in a week, not a month. But as long as it's a target that your brain, your mindset, right, can believe that can be done. If it believes it can be done, you do the action, you visualize it already happening, guess what? If you do the work, it'll happen, right? As you go along, as you expand your vision, your mindset, your belief, your conviction, your posture, okay, as you expand your personal development, your leadership, expand your goals with it, and you'll know and believe that you can reach further. But don't go too hard too soon. Bring it back to something you can believe in, okay? And there it is. Set achievable goals. I've preempted it, hasn't it? All right? So do things that even in your daily tasks, guys, right? Write down a list of things you want to achieve in the day and break it down, right? If you want to achieve 10 contacts a day, you want to send out 10 messages a day, write out, send a message 10 times. right? Might sound corny, but try this. When you're first getting started, right? When you send a message, go, yes, come on. Right? That's for sending out one message, right? Then do it again. Yes, come on. Then you might say, do a video. Now, whether it's live or recorded one, either way, you might cross it out. Yes. You're patting the puppy, guys. You're giving yourself a dose of adrenaline every time you achieve something on your list. By the end of the day, you'll be looking for extra to do because you've already done your list. Try it. All right, it's the best way to get things done. You'll be pumping the room, fist pumping around the room by the end of the day. You'll be that positive and excited about how much you're achieving. What that does, guys, is create a success habit. All right, guys, my internet went a bit funny. Can someone just raise their hand if you can hear me easily? All right, thank you. Because a little thing comes up on my screen that says your internet's dodgy. Okay, all right, a few people can hear it. Awesome. All right, so you create a success habit. Now, guys, I've got ingrained procrastination myself. Go figure that. All right, I had to do all this stuff, guys, to force myself. All right, if you fall into the procrastination trap, right, you know you've got to send out 10 contacts. It only takes 20 to 30 minutes to do that. And you go, oh, I need to get milk. I'll just run up the street and get the milk. All right, you go there, you get the milk. I'll just make a coffee. I'll just drink it. I'll just watch the end of the movie. And then the end of the day comes and you're beating yourself up because you haven't done what you knew you had to do. I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow turns into Friday. Friday turns into next week. All right, it can turn into a spiral unless you absolutely force yourself to do something. Now that micro list, fist pump, every time you do something helps, guys. All right, plan your launch. Have a list there. All right, where do you find people from? I don't know about you, but there's a bucket load in there in your phone contacts, and there's a bucket more in your friends, Facebook friends list. All right, and if you've gone through all them and you can't even say that, you can go into Facebook groups and make friends in like 3 minutes. Right, and you can even pick the good ones. Don't tell me you can't have enough people to talk to. So plan your launch. Right, remove all distractions. Get all the marbles in your funnel, I call them. You know, if you put a funnel and you put a marble in there, nothing else gets through. Get them out of the way. All right, we've got about a week before the Marathon 260 training starts. 1, you should be promoting it like crazy to everyone in your team. And 2, you need to start removing distractions. Get all the things you know that are going to distract you out of your vision. Right? You need to do deals with your partner to say, hey, I'm going to be crazy busy for the first month. I'm going to run hard. All right? You're going to get so much awesome training, and you're also going to get action plans that you can really kick off, guys. All right? Then all you need to do, guys, is execute. Actually do the work. All right? Now, what we're going to learn in the Marathon 260 is a more efficient way of generating leads. All right? Of creating a brand. All right? Your mindset, your belief, your conviction, your posture, all the things that make you a leader. All right? Now, guys, I've actually knocked up a training, which is pretty cool, that'll help you do all of this above here. All right. Now, this training is designed to get the very, very new person who's just started off of the starting line to get to agent. Now, my numbers in there are actually designed to overrun agent, so you get 4 or 5 wide. Okay, guys? So very, very powerful. Now, how to structure your business. Width for profitability, depth for security. It's a big uni level, guys. All right? You need minimum 4 growing legs to rank up. All right? The first rank, you only need 2, but after that, you need 4. All right? There are compensation structure videos. I've got one myself. You can search for, crypto unit compensation plan and you'll probably find it. Okay? But you need minimum 4 legs. Are you going to get 4 legs growing out of 4 people? It'd be a miracle. It is possible. You're possibly going to need more width. All right? Now, how do you get more width? Talk to more people. Simple as that, guys. Okay, so I would shoot for 5. All right, my internet thing's coming up. Hands up if you can hear me, guys. Hands up. Yep. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. You want 5 or 6 or 7 growing legs, because some will grow faster than others. You want options. All right, you want options. Because one might slow down or their mother gets sick and they stop working or something, right? You want to have at least 6 to 10 growing legs. Now, you need to sponsor more than that. You might have to bring in 20 initially to get 10 that will actually do something, because you'll have 4 or 5 or 6 that will just go into the witness protection program. You'll have another 4 or 5 that will do something along the way. They might, sponsor their Aunt Mary and then Bob from the barbecue. But then you get 10 that'll go and try and build this, and you'll get 5 or 6 that really start to get results. And the others need to work on their skills and their mindset is the biggest problem, guys. All right, we've had guys that have been floating around in my team. They come to the meetings every day. And when they first started, they were going, oh, I never recruit, I never build a team. And now they're going, mate, I can do this. They're starting to build teams, and they're getting rid of their negative thinking, starting to insert some positive mindset. Once they believe, they understand, and they've got posture, guess what? They're going to move into your leaders. All right, leadership can be learnt, guys. It is a skill that you can develop. Right, so as we said, you want minimum 5 active legs wide. Why 5? Because it's more than the 4 you need, gives you options. Plus, you get extra bonuses for 5 wide. When you get 5 agents wide, or 10, or 15, or 20 agents wide, you get extra bonuses. Same with consultants. All right. Do you want 6 figures? All right, simple question. Most people say yes. Are you willing to do what it takes? You're going to need 10 to 20 active legs wide. All right. Whoa, that's just too many. How am I going to get that? Talk to more people. Simple. People are hurting out there, guys. They want a solution. Yep, you've got your skeptics. No one's going to sponsor them. All right. But most people are hurting out there, guys. They want an answer to your problem. Now here, I'm going to give you a little tip. When you're talking to people, right, don't be too quick to jump in and try and sell the program, all right? Let the tools do the selling for starters. I don't explain stuff to people even though I can. I talk to people and I let them bury themselves, right? I share little snippets of when I had hard times. They'll share stuff back. It'll lay out in front. They'll tell you all their problems. Then you get into their dreams. What do you want? All right, and they start to tell you, man, I had a dream of visiting Buckingham Palace and I got to do it. All right, during the year. I had a dream of speaking on stage and I actually hit it this year in India. It was exciting and scary all at once, standing in front of a stadium of 15,000 people. All right. And you let them basically hang themselves until they go, right. And I said, you know all that stuff. All right. All the things and all the dreams you want. What if I could show you a way to do that? They will jump down your throat. You know what I say then? I've got a short video. You watch it, and I'll touch base with you in half an hour, and we'll answer some questions. Basically, either that, or I'll sit there and watch it with them sometimes. In that one, what did you like most? All right. There's 6 questions. All right. Now those 6 questions, guys, are in the 3-day training on the last page. All right. andrew12day.com/new 3-day. All right, so let's move forward here. What have we got? As you go along, guys, when you first start, well, unless you've been networking before, you might have to unlearn some bad habits, but you need to improve your skills. Talking to people is a skill, all right? Making friends is a skill. Because personally, I would quite happily grab a beer, sit in the corner of the party and just watch people all night without going to make news. All right, bit of an introvert. I have to force myself, not so much to do this nowadays because I enjoy teaching, but when I first started video on that, oh man, was it hard. I had to learn the skills. When I first started this, you know how much leadership skills I had? 0. All right. You know what I did? I went and learnt something and then I taught it. Then I learnt something else and then I taught it. Right. Then I learnt something else and then I taught it. I started doing videos. People start following you. As long as you know more than somebody, you're a leader. All right. So constantly improve your skills, improve your mindset until you become a leader yourself. All right, does that make sense, guys? Hands up. And I've got some people on hands up. That makes sense. Just keep improving your skills until people start following you and you become a leader. Now, this is a never-ending process, guys. Never-ending. Always do personal development. Always strive to be a better person, to serve your team better. All right, now I'm not saying, you know, do everything for them, but learn and improve, become a better mentor so that you can develop leaders in your team. This is the ultimate goal, guys. You become not only a leader, but you become a mentor because you are developing leaders in your team. The more leaders you develop, the more money you make. What's the old saying? The more people you help get what they want, the more you'll get what you want. All right? So there we go, guys. That's the ultimate goal, to develop leaders in your team. Now, as you're building, you'll have leaders appear, right? And they will do their own business. You won't have to do much. You just need to support them. I'm here if you need me. Do you want me to come in and do a guest presentation? Do you need anything? No, we're all good. All right, then the next one comes up and they move up. We're building up new leaders over here on the side with extra width. Another leader pops up and starts going. You're building new teams. It's like a progression, like a production line, guys. Keep developing leaders in width and you will continue to get paid. All right, so on that, you are one serious decision away from freedom and choices. Right, do you understand that? Now the decision could be, right, to run with the Marathon 260, because here's why. You're not running alone. You're going to have hundreds in your immediate circle, thousands within the company running at this. There will be so much buzz and excitement around this, you'll be drawn into it. All right? Your fears will melt away because you're running with everyone else and you don't want to let yourself down and or them. Accountability, guys, is where it's at. Okay? So what you need to do, guys, is just make the decision. I would suggest grab the Marathon 260 and just run with us, right? And then go chase your dreams, guys. Because I tell you what, that totally beats being broke. Because I've been there, guys. When you're chasing your dreams, you're doing it with excitement, enthusiasm, gusto. And I tell you what, guys, when you start hitting your dreams, it's a total buzz, right? It's a total buzz. This year, unbelievable, guys. All right, so on that kind of, let me just make sure that ends the presentation, guys. So what we'll do is actually stop sharing the screen, and we'll come on out and open it up for live questions and answers. Now, guys, I believe we're streaming live on Facebook. I can't see your questions. I can only see the questions from the handful of people that are on the webinar itself. So we've got Sheila from South Africa. Hi, how you going? Tommy, Rosalind, Richard, Jayanthi, Henry, and Pekka on the call. So have you guys got any questions? I could possibly try and go over to Facebook, couldn't I? We'll see if we can. That's the next question, is where? All right. Okay. I'm just trying to find the live stream, see if there's any questions there, guys. If not, we might just have to make it a call. When the replay goes up, guys, I'll pop it up on my channel. I'll put the links, and it'll probably end up on the Sky, on the what are we called now? TNG channel as well. I'll put those links within the video in the description of mine, so you can grab them. So, guys, on that, everyone have an awesome night. It's we kept it fairly clean. We've only taken about half an hour tonight. I hope you got value. All right, I hope you got serious value, and I hope you make the decision to change your situation. All right, make the decision. Seek mentorship and training, and take the action. All right, and you'll get all three of them with the Marathon 350. Sheila, yes, there'll be a replay. All right, this isn't an opportunity webinar, but it'll be on my YouTube channel. Just search Andrew 12th Tree, you'll find it. No worries, Pekka, and hello from to Denmark. All right, and Sheila from South Africa. Awesome, guys. So what we'll do is we'll call it. Everyone have an awesome night. Go chase your dreams. It's the best way to live. Be awesome. Andrew out.